I feel like in no possible universe have I not shocked people by saying Lizzie Grant's name. My understanding is that Miley seemed too guilty because she does run drugs, and that's why the plan was to say it was Miley when it was Lizzie. I think the police. My understanding is that the state hospital has this thing about me. He's obsessed with killing people. He's obsessed with killing people. This guy needs to be in the mental hospital. He's dangerous. He said he's behind COVID-19. But the state hospital knows for a fact people can put thoughts in people's brains because they do interrogations on people, because it's a very common problem that people's brains have been hacked. And then they get the marijuana out of their system and they seem to be different. So there are a lot of people that are fixated on putting me in prison because they say I'm a psychopath. All I do is think about killing people. How often do I think about it? Never. Can you put a thought in my head that makes me end up talking about it? Yes. Do I think there's any possible universe in which I would have made COVID-19 and released it? In no possible universe would I ever have been involved with that situation at all. So, okay, so you guys think I'm obsessed with killing people, right? Yeah, no you don't. Like, you guys are people that are trying to find an excuse to make sure I can't get out ever. My understanding of the situation with me is that I would never get out ever if I hadn't snitched. Like, publicly. I can snitch in private, it's never gonna stop. Like, they will never let me stop snitching. They'll be like, well, yeah, we got him. Told you we need to take him into custody. He's talking now. So, like, if I hadn't spoken publicly, like, okay, so, do you guys have a problem with me hating you? Yes. Did you guys have a problem with Lizzie Grant hating you? Yes. Do I think that Lizzie Grant's psychology is that she's from a small town and now she lives in Los Angeles where she's in traffic all the time? Completely overwhelmed with traffic? Do I think someone should have got her out of Los Angeles? I feel like if I would have married her and gotten her out of Los Angeles. And it's hard not to blame the cops for that, but then I also think, dude, like, how do you think you could do that? Like, people love you so much. Like, why would you risk it? And I think it's because it's all on me. Like, the only person that can snitch is me. And I can't snitch. There's a plan for the snitch. So, do I think I have a problem with hating people now? Like, I think I know what these people just tried to do to me. And, like, when you know what people just tried to do to you, which is, like, life in a mental hospital, because, like, everyone's done terrible things to you and you're, like, the nicest guy. And, like, they're such bad people and they're not nice. They're not funny. There's nothing fucking awesome about them at all. Except that they're good at shooting. Like, it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's something awesome about a lot of them. Like, I know cops and they're, like, I feel like I always end up liking the cops too much. But, like, a lot of them, there's really nothing awesome about them. Like, the only thing that's awesome about them is they can solve a crime. And it's like, dude, you're not even close. It's because you don't care about COVID-19 other than, like, he's to blame. And I think that's because you don't get that, like, I'm getting framed. Like, I don't know how. Like, I don't know how you guys didn't get what you were doing. Like, you really want COVID-19 from the United States? You really think you can prove I don't work for the government enough? Like, that's the thing. Like, I think that, like, what happened is all these people want to destroy me and they don't even fucking know me, and they want to destroy me because I'm anti-religion. And, like, they don't know that, like, that is, like, the dumbest thing they can do because I'm a good person. Like, I am a person that is, like, infinitely better than you. In no possible universe are you going to convince me that you're a better person than me. That's the thing. Like, I think that a lot of people are like, I don't sin ever. I'm a good person. You're not the guy that's going to fight, what's his name? Mr. Lodge on Riverdale. I promise. Mr. Lodge can beat the shit out of me. I'll make sure. Like, I don't think you guys get it. Like, I'm so different than you guys. Like, and that's why, like, when you want to destroy, like, the best person in your entire country, trust me, he says that he's okay with violence. The military guy thinks that you might have to kill. That's the thing. Like, the media keeps saying, oh, Vladimir Putin's so violent, he's killing people in Ukraine. It's like, dude, like, you never process the fact that it's war. Like, it's like you're not allowed to talk about war publicly. Oh, he's a psychopath, he talked about war publicly. I think that, like, it's like the sissies are the reason that we're all gonna die. And, like, I'm not gonna die, I think you guys are gonna let me get out of the country. But I think that, like, if you stay in the country, especially if you stay in Colorado Springs, you're dead. Like, bottom line. Do I think in any possible universe is Colorado Springs not dead? I think you're dead. And I don't think it has anything to do with me. It doesn't have to do with the bioweapon. You have Jewish people in charge of your state, trust me. They'll make sure you're okay. The reason that Colorado Springs is dead is because they forced me to snitch and they tried to frame me. And so all I'm saying is, like, you guys are such bad people that you killed your entire city. I think you guys are really certain that no one's gonna drop a nuke on Colorado Springs. I think like there are certain places you're dead, and that's how it is. Do you want me to list them? Pensacola Beach, San Antonio, not all of it, probably a lot of it. Probably a lot of Houston, dead. Probably a lot of Oklahoma, dead. Colorado Springs, dead. Probably Edwards Air Force Base area, dead. Parts of Alaska, very dead. But Alaska's big. I think that I don't want to talk about, like, I think it's pretty clear that Northern California has some defenses up. There's the Fort Bragg area, dead. San Diego area, you're probably dead. New York, you're probably dead. Like, if you're on the coast, are you dead? You're probably dead. Inland targets are less commonly targeted, but Colorado Springs is like the #1 target in all the entire United States inland. So, like, when the police don't care about, like, a war situation, I think it's probably because of a lack of federal leadership. Like, Joe Biden hasn't been clear about it, probably because Joe Biden doesn't fully understand it, because Joe Biden's so fucking arrogant. Everyone's so fucking arrogant. They think no one can drop a nuke, and it's like, I promise, like, one can get through, and a lot can get through, and, like, I don't think you understand the amount of nukes that are going to rain on Pensacola Beach in Pensacola, Florida. Like, that's a fucking nightmare. I'm sure there are a lot of bases I don't know about. Alright, I'm out.